Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Let me start. Today, I'm going to be sharing about the self-confidence formula. Okay, for some of you, you know about it, and some of you, it's the first time you've heard about it. What I'm sharing today will be new for everyone. Okay, some content will be new for everyone. So, and I hope you have a deeper insight as I share about the self-confidence formula. Now, the self-confidence formula is a series of statements that I have memorized personally and that I repeat daily. It's an idea taught by Napoleon Hill, who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich. In this book, he shares what he learned from Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie was the richest man and the biggest philanthropist in America at his time. And after more than 20 years of study of many other individuals who had amassed personal fortunes, he had all these ideas which Napoleon Hill put in this book, Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill also wrote this book called The Law of Success in 16 lessons, 1,600 pages. Okay. And lesson number 3 was on self-confidence, where he proposed his 5-step formula to develop self-confidence. The self-confidence formula was first introduced to me and some others through the New Skin community by Alan Nagel. Just a bit of a background of Alan. Alan is a very successful New Skin team elite or presidential director. He was born in Hawaii with only one leg and missing several fingers in both hands. He made his first millions in his kite business, and then he went into a global yo-yo business where he broke into the difficult Japanese market and sold 10 million yo-yos in his first year, earning $1 per yo-yo, $1 per yo-yo. And with this success, he was able to retire at age 40 because he got bored and he discovered New Skin, and that's where we met him. Now, Alan learned about the philosophy of success from Joseph Green. Joseph Green was a direct disciple of Napoleon Hill. And when Alan learned from Joseph Green was 88 years old. Okay, and he taught Alan for 2 years. Okay, so there was intensive study under Joseph Green. So Alan, had credibility, and I wanted success. That's why I decided to do what Alan said and learn the self-confidence formula. But reciting the self-confidence formula also made sense to me for 2 other simple reasons. Number 1, I wanted to program and reprogram my mind with positive thoughts about myself and about the outcomes that I wanted. Secondly, the self-confidence formula was about setting goals and involve God. And if I have big goals, big, hairy, audacious goals, they need to be blessed by God to succeed and to make sure that I'm on the right track. So let me share with you the self-confidence formula. Okay, I'll just share it with you. First, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. Second, I realize the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. Third, I know through the principle of auto-suggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. Fourth, I've clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim in life, and I will never stop trying until I shall have developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. Fifth, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude toward others will never bring me success. I cause others to believe in me because I believe in them and in myself. I sign my name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it aloud twice a day with full faith. It is continually influencing my thoughts and actions, affirming that I'm a self-reliant and successful team elite leader. Thank you, God, for it is done. Now, if you check my version from the original, which you can look at the internet, it is slightly different because I've changed it to the present tense. Instead of Napoleon Hill says, I will succeed by attracting, I say, I succeed by attracting. So I don't say I will succeed, I say I succeed by attracting. So I've taken out all the wills out of it. Okay. Now let me talk about be, do, have. Okay, be, do, have. Be, do, have is a formula for achieving success in anything one desires. The first thing you need to know is, what do you want to have? Okay, what is your, so that's habit one. Begin with the end in mind. Okay, in the AgeWorks basic training is the question, what do you want? Okay, in the New Skin Success formula, these are your dreams, and when you set goals. Okay, that's what you want to have. Next, then you will determine what you need to do. So what are the effective actions you need to take? Okay, that's the doing part. And then the third part is, who do you need to be? And I need to be self-confident. Okay, so that's one of the ways of being to be self-confident. So self-confidence is habit one. Be proactive, where I'm being 100% responsible. Self, me. Okay, the private victory, me. I'm being responsible. It is distinction number two. Leadership distinction number two, we just talked about. If it is to be, it is up to me. Okay. Now let me clarify one thing. Self-confidence is not about doing it alone. Okay, it's not about doing it alone. It doesn't mean that other people, God is not involved. Because if you look at the success mantra that we talk about, success equals to intention plus action plus grace. Okay, success is about grace, about God, that large part. Grace is a huge part of the miracle success that we want. Success is also about teamwork. Habits 4, 5, 6 in Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, they're all about public victories, how you interact with the public. And distinctions, leadership distinctions number 3 and 4, talking about enrollment and teamwork. Okay? So it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a team to climb a mountain, and it takes a community to make this journey fun. So it's not about doing it alone. Okay? Now, why do we repeat the self-confidence formula daily? Okay? Twice a day, preferably. Okay? Because we want to repeatedly ingrain positive thoughts. Okay? We want to have these positive, in a world where there's so much negativity out there, we want to repeatedly ingrain these positive thoughts. And there's also this auto-suggestion that controls and changes our disempowering beliefs to empowering ones. Those of you who just did Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within You, we talked a lot about limiting beliefs. Okay. Now there is this saying that Alan likes to quote, to think is to create. To think is to create. So all results start in the mind. Okay. So Napoleon Hill says, thoughts are things. Because if you think, then it will create what will happen, that will be manifest in actual reality. Success is never an accident. It's a deliberate creation that happens first in our mind. Mark Victor Hansen said, focused mind power is one of the strongest forces on earth. Focused mind power is one of the strongest forces on earth. Now we have 5 senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Okay. And Alan talks about how the mind is like a broadcast station. It's sending signals out there. Okay. So it's so powerful. Okay. And we want to send clear signals, which is why you want to memorize the self-confidence formula. If you don't memorize it, then you can't send signals out, unless you've got your phone with you so you can read it, or a piece of paper. But if you have memorized it, you can send it out all the time, and you can send it out clearly with certainty. Not it's like this or it's like that. You want to have a clear, sharp broadcast. Okay? You want to yell it out. Alan talks about yelling it out. You want to be able to feel the emotion. You want to see it, visualize the result, and of course, believe it. Okay. So that is how to access the self-confidence formula. So it starts with memorizing it. For those of you who have memorized it, go and sharpen it, okay, so that you can say it twice daily wherever you are, whether you're exercising out there. I do it when I'm exercising, okay. And what we're gonna do in the following weeks is that I'm gonna take each of the 5 steps, okay. And if you want to memorize the self-confidence formula, the whole thing before the next session, by all means. If not, we can do it week by week. Okay, we'll take the first step, and then you can memorize it in the following week. Okay, so that's my sharing on the self-confidence formula. It's going to be an exciting time as you make it part of your life. Okay, to repeat these empowering beliefs about yourself, okay, and the results that you will create.